Hello, Charters. We are into the last day of our GKSC accounts revision sessions. Till now, we had finished so many chapters. We are supposed to start our last chapter, that is company accounts. So, without much wastage of time, let's finish the last chapter. And with that, we would come to end of our entire revision series of accountancy. I hope all are studying well and hope all are doing wonderfully in their revision sessions also. I really thank JK Shah sir and JK Shah classes for organizing such a wonderful thing. Now, Chartered, let's start with company accounts. Now, Chartered, company accounts. In company accounts, we are supposed to study forfeiture and debentures. So, let's start with our first concept called concept 1. That is forfeiture of shares and reissue. Forfeiture of shares and its reissue chartered. Now, what is forfeiture? Listen, when we are asking money for shares on installment basis, that is application, allotment, and call. When we are asking money on installment basis, that is application, allotment, and call. If by chance any shareholder defaults in payment, then we have the right to cancel his shares and forfeit the amount which he has already paid. This cancellation of shares is known as share forfeiture. I repeat, when we are asking money for shares in installment, when we are asking money of shares in installment, that is application, allotment, and call, if any shareholder fails to pay any amount due, we have the right to cancel his shares and forfeit the amount which he has already paid. Forfeit the amount means the amount which he has paid, we'll keep it with ourselves and not refund. These cancelled shares can be reissued. And whatever is the profit on reissue chartered will be transferred to capital reserve. So, chartered, what's the journal entry for share forfeiture? So, first is number 1. Share forfeiture. Share forfeiture means cancellation of the shares. If you cancel the shares, share capital will decrease. Yes. If share capital decreases, it should be debited. Yes. The entry will be share capital account debit. Share capital account debit with NSF into called value. NSF into called up value. NSF stands for number of shares forfeited. NSF stands for number of shares forfeited. Called up value means the amount which we have called from them, asked for them. Suppose application is 5, allotment is 3, call is 2. Suppose he has paid application money, he has paid allotment, and he has not paid call. That means we are forfeiting the shares here. SF means shares forfeiture. SF means the share forfeiture. We are forfeiting the shares here. How much did we call? We called 5, he paid. We called 3, he paid. We called 2, he did not pay, and we forfeited the shares. So how much did we call? 5 plus 3 plus 2, that is 10 rupees. Out of which how much is paid? 8. How much is not paid? 2. So we can say called up value over here is 10. Unpaid value is 2. And paid value is 7. Correct chartered? Yes, no. Yes, sir. Now chartered. Suppose application is 5, allotment is 3, call is 2. He has paid application, he did not pay allotment. He did not pay allotment, unpaid. He did not pay first call, unpaid, and we forfeited the shares. Then chartered, what does it mean? We called 5, he paid. We called 3, he paid. Sorry, we called 3, he did not pay. We again called 2, he did not pay. Then we forfeited the shares. Okay, we called application ka 5, he paid. We called allotment ka 2, he did not pay. We called share call 2 rupees, he did not pay, and thereafter we forfeited the shares. That means we called 5, paid, called 3, unpaid, called 2, unpaid. How much did we call? We called 10. How much is unpaid? 5. How much is paid? 5. Correct? Yes, sir. Now, charter. Suppose application is 5, allotment is 3, call is 2. Application is 5, allotment is 3, call is 2. He paid application, he did not pay, unpaid allotment, and we forfeited the shares here only. How do we read this? We called 5, he paid. We called 3, he did not pay, and we forfeited the shares. We called 5, he paid. We called 3, he did not pay, and immediately we forfeited the shares. That means how much did we call? We called only 8, unpaid is 3, paid is 5. Correct charter? Yes. So share capital should be debited with called up value. Security premium account debit if security premium account debit if means I'll tell you. 2 calls in arrear, that is NSF into unpaid amount. Now chartered, when he did not pay the money, we had put it in calls in arrear account. When he did not pay money, we had debited calls in arrear. Why did we debit calls in arrear? We debited calls in arrear assuming that we will recover this amount in future. But chartered, what happened? We forfeited the shares. Once we forfeit the shares, the unpaid amount, will he ever pay now? No. So the amount which was debited to calls in arrear should be cancelled. Yes, the amount which is debited to calls in arrear should be cancelled. Hence, to cancel calls in arrear, we credited. Hence, to cancel calls in arrear, we credited. I repeat, when the defaulter did not pay any amount, we had debited that to calls in arrear. Why did we debit it to calls in arrear? Assuming that we'll recover that amount in future. So calls in arrear was our asset, assuming recoverable in future. But thereafter we forfeited the shares. Once we forfeit the shares, will he ever pay his unpaid amount? No. So will I ever recover calls in arrear? No. Calls in arrear was an asset? Yes. So if I will never recover that amount, I should cancel my asset? Yes. In order to cancel the asset, I should decrease the asset? Yes. To decrease the asset, I should credit asset? Yes. Therefore, I credited calls in arrear. 2. Two share forfeiture, that is NSF, number of shares forfeited into paid amount. The amount which he has paid will not refund, that is our gain. The amount which he has paid, we will not refund. The amount which he has paid will not refund. Yes, so that is our gain. Yes, and that gain is transferred to share forfeiture account. So we can say CUP, called up unpaid paid. CUP, called up unpaid paid. Note. One. Security premium should be debited only if security premium is not paid by defaulter. So we will always debit security premium? No, only if he has not paid. Why? Because we had credited security premium? Yes. That means income was accrued? Yes. Once we forfeit the shares, will we ever realize that income? No. Once we forfeit the shares, will we ever recover that income? No. Hence, that income should be cancelled. Yes. If you cancel income, income will decrease. Yes. If income decreases, it should be debited. Acha, security premium should be debited only if security premium is not paid by the defaulter. Only if it is not paid by the defaulter, then you will debit. If security premium is paid by defaulter, ignore it. If it is paid by the defaulter, ignore it. if security premium is paid by default or ignore it. That means there are two situations possible. We have credited security premium. If he has paid, that means we have recovered the income. Yes, no problem, forget it. But we have credited security premium and he did not pay security premium. That means security premium is credited. That means security premium is accrued but not received. And once we forfeit the shares, we'll never receive that. Hence, we need to cancel security premium. To cancel security premium chartered, we debit it. Okay. But if it is paid, just completely ignore it from everywhere. Okay. Number 2. Amount paid per share is known as per share gain. Amount paid per share is known as per share gain. And amount paid per share को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? We call it as P. P stands for paid amount. Okay. This is your paid amount. This is your paid amount P. So paid amount is also known as per share gain, which we will call it as PG, per share gain. Achha. Number 3. Per share gain does not include security premium. Per share gain does not include security premium. Okay. Called up value does not include security premium. Why? Because that is towards the nominal value of the share. That is towards nominal value of the share. It does not include premium. Number 2. Reissue. Journal entry for reissue. We are reissuing the shares. Bank account debit NSRI. NSRI stands for number of shares reissued into RIP, reissue price. Number of shares reissued into reissue price. NSRI is equal to number of shares reissued and RIP is equal to reissue price. SF account debit, that is number of shares reissued into discount on reissue. Number of shares reissued into discount on reissue. Number of shares reissued into discount on reissue. to share capital account, number of shares reissued into called up value at the time of reissue. Called up value at the time of reissue. Okay, that means suppose 532 paid, unpaid, we forfeited the shares here. We forfeited the shares here and we reissued the shares here. If we reissued the shares here, called up value at the time of reissue is how much? 8. But suppose it is 532, we forfeited the shares here, but reissued the shares here. Then called up value is how much? 10. Over here, called up value is how much? 8. So it depends where you have reissued. If you have reissued before final call, then the called up value is less than nominal value. If you have reissued after final call, then called up value is nominal value. Understood? 532 paid, unpaid. We forfeited the shares here and we reissued it also over here. So over here, reissue के समय called up value is how much? 8. Share forfeiture का called up value is how much? 8. But in this situation, he paid 5, he unpaid 3, so we forfeited the shares here. So share forfeiture में called up value is how much? 8. But we reissued after final call. So what is the called up value? 10. So reissue का called up value and share forfeiture का called up value may be same, may not be same. So it is very clearly given. Called up value at the time of reissue. Correct? Yes, sir. Now, to security premium. If the shares are reissued at security premium. Note. Discount on reissue is known as per share loss, and that is known as PL. Correct? Do not consider this as per share gain. This security premium is not per share gain. Per share gain will be only this one. Per share gain will only be this one. Okay. So if they are reissued at premium, then per share loss is equal to 0. If shares are reissued at security premium, then per share loss is equal to 0. Correct? Yes. Number 3. Profit pi, profit on reissue. What is profit on reissue charted? Profit on reissue is share forfeiture account debit profit on reissue account debit to capital reserve account. Correct? How to calculate this? Per share gain minus per share loss into number of shares reissued. Per share gain minus per share loss is net gain. Net gain minus number of shares reissued into number of shares reissued. Correct charted? Yes. So let's solve one question on company accounts. That is question number 27. Question number 27. Now, Mr. P was the holder of 2,500 preference shares of rupees 10 each with rupees 70 per share has been called up. So called up is how much? 70. Could not pay his dues on allotment and first call of 20 allotment and first call each. So charted 20 rupees each, that means unpaid value will become 20 of allotment and 20 of first call. The directors of the above forfeited the above shares. Therefore, this is NSF, number of shares forfeited. Reissued 2,000 such shares to Q at rupees 60 and rupees 70 per share. So called up value is how much? 70 at the time of reissue also. So at the time of forfeiture, called up value was 70. At the time of reissue also, called up value was 70. Out of which could not pay his dues on allotment and first call each at rupees 20 per share. That means 20 of allotment, 20 of first call. That means he has not paid 40 rupees. Okay. Now chartered. Solution to question 27. Correct? Yes. Share forfeiture, reissue, profit on reissue. Now, share forfeiture, it is very clearly given in the question that called up value is how much? 70. Unpaid is 20 plus 20, that is 40 rupees. Therefore, paid value will become how much? 30. And this becomes my per share gain also. 70 rupees meant 20 of allotment and 20 of first call is not paid. That means 40 is not paid. If 40 is not paid, out of 70, 40 not paid, that means paid is how much? 30. PG is per share gain. Called up again is how much? 70. Reissue price is how much? 60. Therefore, discount is how much? 10. And this is my per share loss. Number of shares forfeited is 2,500. Number of shares reissued is how much? 2000. Therefore, profit on reissue, per share gain minus per share loss into number of shares reissued. Per share gain minus per share loss into number of shares reissued. Per share gain 30, per share loss 10. Therefore, net gain is how much? 20. How many shares are reissued? 2000. So 20 into 2000 is how much? 40,000. Now check it. Journal entry. Share capital, 2 calls in arrear, 2 share forfeiture. Share capital, 2 calls in arrear, 2 share forfeiture. Cup, called up, unpaid, paid. How many shares are forfeited? So 2,500 shares are forfeited. Therefore, 2,500 into 70. 2,500 into 70. 1,75,000. Unpaid 2,500 into 40. And paid is 2,500 into 30. This is 175. This is 1 lakh. This is 75,000. What's the journal entry for reissue? Bank account debit, how many shares are reissued? 2,000. Into reissue price 60. 1,20,000. Share forfeiture account debit 2,000 into discount on reissue 10. 2 share capital 2,000 into called up value 70. Correct? Yes. And chartered profit on reissue ka journal entry. It is share forfeiture to 40,000. Simple, yes. Now, whatever I have written above the journal entry as share forfeiture, reissue, and profit on reissue, and all those calculations, are you supposed to show that in examination? No, chartered. Is it mandatory? No. If you show that is wrong, no. I do it just so that my entry, while passing the entry, I am very comfortable and clear. Correct, chartered. Now let's do pro rata in case of over pro rata in case of oversubscription. What is oversubscription? That means company has issued 10,000 shares and public has applied for more than 10,000 shares. That means oversubscription means shares applied are greater than shares issued. What is pro rata? Pro rata means proportionate proportionate allotment of shares. So if shares applied are more than shares allotted, that means in share application, company has received excess money. Yeah. Therefore, excess money received on share application will be adjusted on share allotment. The excess money received on share application will be adjusted on share allotment. What does that mean? I have paid extra money on application. That means on allotment I will pay less. Okay. Now let's see how this entire drama works. Correct? So let's first look at question number 28. Bhagwati Limited invited application for issuing 2 lakh equity shares. This is issue. The amounts for application 3, allotment 2, first and final call. Sorry, application 3, allotment 5, first and final call 2. Applications were received for how many shares? 3 lakh, excess application. And pro rata allotment was made to all the applications. Money overpaid on application was adjusted towards allotment. B to whom who was allotted 3,000 shares failed to pay first and final call. His shares were forfeited. Out of the forfeited shares, 200 shares were reissued as fully paid up at rupees 6. Fully paid up means called up value is 10. Now let's understand how do we go about it. Now charted. Solution to question 8. Step 1. Share details. Applied. Allotted. Applied में 3 lakh shares are there. Allotted 2 lakh. This total is always equal to shares issued. This total is always equal to shares issued. Acha. Step 2. Now charted, if you look at this, we can say How many shares were applied? 3 lakh. How many are allotted? 2 lakh. Therefore, excess shares is equal to 1 lakh. Step 2. Step 2. Calculation of pro rata factor. PF means pro rata factor. What is that pro rata factor? We understand. A. Excess shares 1 lakh. Share application money. SAM means share application money. SAM means share application money. Share application money is how much? 5 per share. C. Excess money. Therefore, excess money received by company is how much? 5 lakhs. Excess money per share is equal to C divided by shares C divided by, that is excess money. This 5 lakh rupees which the company has received extra in application. Therefore, company will receive 5 lakh rupees less at the time of allotment. I have taken extra 5 lakhs in application. So I will tell my shareholders, pay less rupees 5 lakhs at the time of allotment. How many shareholders I will tell that? So 2 lakh only? Exactly. Correct. Sorry, application money is 3. Application money is 3. Now I can calculate 1 lakh rupee, 1 lakh shares were extra. Yes, sir. These 1 lakh shares have paid application money of 3. Yes. That means 3 lakh rupees company has received extra. The 3 lakhs which company has received extra at the time of application. This 3 lakh rupees company will receive less at the time of allotment. Yes. That means at the time of allotment, company will ask 3 lakh rupees less from 2 lakh shareholders. From how many shareholders? 2 lakh shareholders. They are same chartered. Okay. That means 3 lakh rupees company will receive less from 2 lakh shareholders. That is equal to 3 lakh divided by 2 lakh is equal to rupees 1.5. This 1.5 chartered is known as pro rata factor. Okay, excess shares 1 lakh, excess application money 3. That means on excess shares, company has received excess application money of 3 lakhs. Or you can say, like, you can look at like this also. How many shares applied? 3 lakh shares applied. So 3 lakh shares would have paid 3 rupees. 9 lakhs company would have received? Yes. Company would have received 9 lakhs on application? Yes. Why? Because 3 lakh shares were applied. Therefore, 3 lakh shares would have paid 3 rupees per share. Yes, that is 9 lakh rupees. But company has allotted how many shares? 2 lakh. Therefore, company should receive only 2 lakhs into 3, 6 lakhs. This is received. This is should receive. Should receive. Therefore, 3 lakhs is excess received. I have received 9 lakhs, but since I have allotted 2 lakhs, I should have received only 6 lakhs. That means on this 1 lakh shares, I have received 3 rupees extra, that is 3 lakhs. On 1 lakh shares, I have received 3 rupees extra, that is 3 lakhs. You can calculate this way also, or you can calculate excess shares into share application. Fair enough? Yes, sir. Now charted. Now charted. Step 3. Breakup. Application, allotment, call. How much it was? 3, 5, 2. That means application में 3 rupees, allotment में 5 rupees, call में 2 rupees. Now chartered, excess money per share was how much? Sir, 1 rupees 50 paisa. Can I say company will receive? Listen to these two sentences very carefully. Company will receive this 3 lakh rupees less on allotment. Company will receive this 3 lakh rupees less on allotment because company has received 3 lakhs excess on application. Company will receive 3 lakh rupees less on allotment because company has received 3 lakh rupees more on application. Yes. Or company will receive 1 rupees 50 paisa less per share on allotment because company has received 1 rupee 50 paisa per share extra on share application. Company has received 1 rupee 50 paisa extra on application. Therefore, company will receive 1 rupee 50 paisa less on allotment. So, pro rata factor is subtracted from allotment, added to application. And the new breakup chartered is equal to 4.5, 3.5 and 2. Now charted step 4 is share forfeiture. Share forfeiture I'll do. Share forfeiture, reissue and capital reserve. Correct? Share forfeiture. Now charted 4.5, 3.5, 2. He has paid application, paid allotment, unpaid call. So shares are forfeited here. So called up value is how much? 10. Unpaid value is how much? 2. Paid value is how much? 8. Sir, how do you know he has not paid? First of all, it is given that B, who was allotted 3,000 shares, failed to pay first and final call. So he did not take call. He has paid application and allotment. Oh, over here called up 10. Reissue price 6. Therefore, discount is equal to 4. This is per share gain. This is per share loss. Correct? Yes. Now charted number of shares forfeited is how much? 3,000. But number of shares reissued is how much? 2,500. Capital reserve. Per share gain minus per share loss into number of shares reissued. Per share gain is how much? 8 minus per share loss is how much? 4. So net gain 4 into number of shares reissued is how much? 2,500. That is 4 into 2,500 is rupees. So the pro rata factor is very, very important. Pro rata factor means amount received excess on application, which will be received less on allotment. Amount received excess on application, excess money per share 1.5. This 1.5 is received excess on share application money, therefore will be received less on share allotment. SAT is a share allotment. SAT is a share allotment. Correct, chartered. Yes, no. Yes, sir. Now, chartered. Shall we move ahead? Ha, sir. Received excess on share application, therefore will be received less on allotment. Now let's start the journal entries. Number 1, bank account debit. How many shares were there? 3 lakh into 3, 9 lakhs. 2 share application. Correct. Now this 3 is old. Okay. Number 2, share application account debit. 2 share allotment. How much you are adjusting in share allotment? On 2 lakh shares, you are adjusting 1 rupee 50 paisa. On 2 lakh shares, you are adjusting 1 rupee 50 paisa. That is, this is basically amount adjusted on share allotment. I can write 2 lakh into 1.5. I can write 1 lakh into 3. Anything I can write. This is same as same thing. 2 lakh into 1.5 is adjusted, or 1 lakh into 3 is adjusted. Excess shares. Okay. To equity share capital. That is 2 lakh into 3, 6 lakhs. This will always be shares issued. So first 2 entries are over. Bank to share application to share allotment to equity share capital. Number 3. Share allotment. 2 lakh into 2 lakh into 5. This is 2 lakh, so you know now share issue. Bank. Correct. How much? 10 lakhs minus 3 lakhs. काम करते हैं. Now, how many shares are there? 2 lakh into 3.5. 2 lakh into 3.5. This is new. This 3.5 is new. This 3.5 is new. Am I clear? Yes, no. 2 lakh into 3.5. This 3.5 is new chartered. So share allotment into 5. This 5 is old. So remember, till entry number 3 it is old. From entry number 5 it becomes new. Oh, entry number up to entry number 3 it is old. From entry number 4 it is new. Achha. That comes to how much? 7 lakhs. To share allotment. 7 lakhs. Correct? Yes or no? So you can check also share allotment account will nullify. How much you have debited? 10. Credited 7 over here and credited 3 over here. It should get nullified. Okay. How does this figure come? Shares without pro rata. Shares without pro rata into old. That means if there is no pro rata, old. Plus share with pro rata into new. Achha, without pro rata into old and with pro rata into new. This 2 lakh is with pro rata. There is no without pro rata shares over here. All shares are pro rata only. In the next question, we will see there are some on pro rata, some without pro rata. Shares without pro rata into old plus shares with pro rata into new. So allotment is over. Number 5. Share call 2 lakh into 2, 4 lakhs. To equity share capital 4 lakhs. Over here there is no problem. Whether you take new or old, it is both 2 only. New or old, both is true. 2 only. 352 is old breakup, 4.5, 3.5, and 2 is new breakup. 352 breakup which is given, that is old breakup. 3, 4.5, 3.5 and 2. Sorry, 3.5, 4.5. What is there? 4.5, 3.5 and 2 is new breakup. Number 6. Bank. How much? 1,97,000 into 2. 1,97,000 into 2. That is 394. Calls in arrear. CIA is calls in arrear. 3,000 shares did not pay call money. 2 share call. 2 lakh into 2. Correct? If you find the pro rata factor charted, it becomes a same forfeiture wala question. Out of 2 lakh charted, out of 2 lakh, 1,97,000 has paid, 3,000 has not paid. Which whoever has not paid is transferred to calls in arrear. Whoever has not paid has been transferred to calls in arrear. Number 7. Share capital account debit 3,000 into 10, 30,000 to calls in arrear 3,000 into 2, 6,000 to share forfeiture 3,000 into 8, called up unpaid paid. Called up unpaid paid. This is share forfeiture ka journal entry charted. 8. 8 is reissue. Bank account debit 2,500 into 6. That is 15,000. Share forfeiture is 2,500 into 4, 10,000. To share capital 2,500 into 10, 25,000. To share capital 2,500 into 10, 25,000. SC stands for share capital. SF stands for share forfeiture. CIA is calls in arrear. Number 9. Share forfeiture to capital reserve, that is 10,000. All this we had already calculated. Now charted to understand. First entry में old, second entry में this is important. इसका crux is amount adjusted on share allotment. That is the prime thing. It can be 2 lakh into new breakup or excess shares. Okay. 2 share allotment, then entry number 3 is with old, entry number 4 is with new and old. Without pro rata old, with pro rata new. Correct charted? Yes, no, yes. Now charted, let's solve question number 29. Question number 29. So you'll understand that the rhythm of the entry is little better. Piyush Limited is a company with an authorized share capital of 22 crore equity shares of rupees 10 each, of which 15 lakh shares had been issued as fully paid up on 30th June 2018. The company proposed to make a further issue of 1,30,000 shares of rupees 12 each. Therefore, security premium is equal to 2. rupees 2 per share payable on application. Allotment to be made on 10th of July at 5 per share, including premium. Excuse me. 5 per share including premium. That means chartered iska breakup is 3 plus 2. 3 rupees towards capital and 2 rupees towards premium. Okay. Final call will be balance. So over here is how much? 2. Over here it is how much? 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. Therefore, chartered balance means nominal value is how much? 10. So first time how much did he collect? 2. Over here 3. Sir, 5. No. The extra 2 is for premium. Okay. So balance is how much? 5. Or you can also say 2 plus 5 is how much? 7. Total share value is how much? 12. 12 minus 7 is also 5. Applications were received for 4,20,000 shares, but issued is only 1,30,000. Were received full. Applicants of 20,000 shares received full in allotment. That means 20,000 applied, 20,000 allotted. This is without pro rata. Applicants for 1 lakh shares received allotment 1 share for every 2 shares applied. That means if you have applied 2 shares, you will get 1 shares. Over here, you have applied how many? 1 lakh. Therefore, allot half into 1 lakh, 50,000 shares. If you have applied for 2 shares, you will get 1 share. If you have applied for 2 shares, you will get 1 share. If you have applied for 1 lakh shares, you will get how much? 50,000 shares. Applicants of 3 lakh shares were allotment 1 share for every 5 shares. For every 5 shares, 1 share. Therefore, allotted over here how much? 1 share for every 5 shares. Therefore, for 3 lakh shares, they allotted only 60,000. Now, chartered read over here. No money was returned to the applicants. Surplus on application being used to reduce the amount due on allotment. Okay. But third category, money due on allotment was retained by the company. The excess being returned to the applicants. Excess being returned to the applicants. That means after adjusting allotment, if there was still excess, they returned it to how much? Whom? Shareholders. Money due on final call was received. Correct? Achha. Now chartered. Solution to question 29. Share details. Applied, allotted, excess. 20,000 shares applied, allotted 20,000 shares. Excess, nil. 1 lakh shares allotted 50,000 shares. Excess 50,000. 3 lakh shares allotted 60,000 shares. Excess 240. So this is how much? 420. This is 1 lakh 30. Correct. Total issued was 1 lakh 30 only. Yes, sir. Now, step 2. Calculation of pro rata factor. Calculation of pro rata factor. Now there are two categories started. A, B. Excess shares. In category A, there are 50,000 excess shares. In category B, 2,40,000 shares are excess. Okay. B. Share application money. Chartered share application money is 2. Excess money. Excess money is chartered A into B, that is 1 lakh and 4 lakh 80. Pro rata factor. Pro rata factor is C divided by shares allotted. So over here it will become 1 lakh divided by shares allotted is how much? 50,000. Over here 4 lakh 80 divided by shares allotted is how much? 60,000. Because in category A and category B, category A में shares allotted is 50,000, category B में shares allotted is 60,000. So over here pro rata factor is rupees 2. Over here pro rata factor is 3. No, sorry, 3 nahi, 8. Oh my god. 8 rupees. Understood? Yes, sir. That means in category A, 2 rupees per share excess is received on application. That means 2 rupees per share will be received less on allotment. Step 3. Step 3 chartered. Step 3 says old, new. Application, allotment. It is 2 rupees, 3 and 2, and this is 5. So what is 3 plus 2? 3 plus 2 means 3 rupees towards capital, 2 rupees towards security premium. Okay, sir. Now chartered, pro rata factor is how much? 2. So extra 2, pro rata factor is how much? 2. Therefore, extra 2 minus 2. Extra 2 on application means less 2 on allotment. Correct, sir. So new breakup will become 4, 1 plus 2 and 5. Yes. For B charter. Old, new. Look at this very carefully. Application, allotment, call, 2, 3 plus 2. Now chartered, what is the pro rata factor? The pro rata factor is 8 rupees. That means logically I should add 8 over here. Don't write. Logically I should write add 8 over here. And subtract 8 over here. But can I subtract more than 5? Can I subtract more than 5? Because allotment mein how much I can ask? 5. Allotment mein how much I can ask? 5. Therefore, I can adjust maximum how much? 5. I can adjust only maximum 5. Oh shit. So minus 5. If I can adjust 5 over here, I can add also maximum 5 over here. So new breakup will become 7, 0, 5. But my pro rata factor is how much? Sir, your pro rata factor is 8. Still, excess rupees 3 will be refunded to 60,000 shares. So from where you got 60,000 shares? Here. Correct? Sir, but how did you know that it has to be refunded? It is stated in the question. Excess being, can you see now? Excess being now 3 lakh. The money due on allotment was retained by the company. The excess being returned to the applicant. That means after adjusting allotment, if you still have an excess, you will refund it, return it. So how much I have received excess? 8 rupees. How much I have received? 8 rupees. How much I can adjust? Maximum 5. So out of 8, if I can adjust 5, that means excess 3 will be refunded. Okay. Now charter. There is no forfeiture, so game is over. Step 1. Sorry, journal entry number 1. Bank account debit. Bank account debit. How many shares ka money we have received? 4,20,000 shares ka money we have received at the rate of rupees 2. At the rate of rupees 2, that is 8,40,000. 2 share application, 8,40,000. Number 2, share application account debit. 4,20,000 into 2. How much? 8,40,000. Now chartered 2 share allotment. 2 share allotment. On this, how many are allotted? 50. On this 50,000 shares, how much I can adjust? 2 rupees. How much I can adjust? 2 rupees. On this 50,000 shares, how much I can adjust chartered? This maximum 2 rupees I am adjusting. Plus, on 60,000 shares, how much I am adjusting? So on 60,000 shares, you are adjusting 5 rupees. Exactly. On 60,000 shares, I am adjusting 5 rupees. That means 1 lakh plus 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs I am adjusting on allotment. If you remember, I had written, we've got two options. On 2 lakh shares allotted were how many? On 2 lakh shares, how much you are adjusting? On 2 lakh shares, how much you are adjusting? 1.5. That's what I've written. Yes. Then, to bank. On 60,000 shares, 3 rupees is refunded, that is 3 lakhs. No, 1 lakh 80. Because it is given over here, no? Still excess rupees 3 will be refunded to 60,000 shares. Correct? Yes. 2 equity share capital. This is simple. How many shares are there? 1 lakh 30 into old breakup of 3 rupees, that is 2 rupees. Application is 2 only, no? That comes to 2 lakh 60. Correct? You can see over here also, I've done the same thing. Shares issued and 3 rupees is old. This 3 rupees is old. Number 3. Share allotment. Account debit. 1,30,000 into 5. Old breakup. To security premium 1,30,000 into 2. 2,60,000. 2 equity share capital. 1,30,000 into 3, that is 3,90,000. That means up to entry number 3 chartered, you are supposed to use old breakup. Up to entry number 3, you are supposed to use old breakup, and entry number 4 may drama. Bank account debit. Without pro rata, old breakup. Without pro rata, old breakup. Old breakup was how much? With pro rata, first category is 50,000. 50,000 का new breakup is how much? 50,000 का new breakup is 3. Sir, where it is? Here. Plus 60,000 का new breakup. 60,000 का new breakup is 0. 60,000 का new breakup is 0. So how much it has become? 1 lakh plus 1,50,000, that is 2,50,000. There is no calls in arrear. Therefore, 2 share allotment 2,50,000. Now you can check. How much you have credited over here? 4 lakhs. How much you have debited? 650. Credited 250. So how much you have credited? 4 lakh and 2,50,000 you have credited. That is 650 credited, 650 debited. Without pro rata old breakup plus with pro rata new breakup. Without pro rata old breakup plus with pro rata new breakup. This is the only entry. Correct. Number 5 is simple. Share call account debit. How much? Share call account debit, that is 1,30,000 into any breakup. 5, that is 6,50,000. To equity share capital 650. Number 6, bank account debit 2, share call 650 because there is no calls in arrear, everybody has paid the money. Okay, understood. Yes, sir. So whatever I have written over here, please revise that. This will settle down, chartered. We have solved already question number 26, 27, 28, and 29, chartered. Correct? Yes, no, yes, sir. Now, chartered, we meet after break at 1:45 for remaining part of our debentures, chartered. Okay, charters, let's start with now debentures. And debentures का क्वेश्चन बड़े आसान है, बड़े आसान, बड़ा सिंपल चैप्टर भी है. Debentures, question number debentures. सपोज चार्टर ऐसा दिया हुआ है, -% debentures रुपीज डैश. तो ये चार्टर डिबेंचर, ये जो है परसेंटेज, ये रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है, और ये जो है दिस वन इज नॉमिनल वैल्यू. Percentage debentures is rate of interest, whereas -% debentures rupees dash percentage is rate of interest, whereas this is nominal value. Nominal value. Now charter. Issue of debentures is the same as issue of shares. Issue of debentures is same as issue of shares. एक एक करके क्वेश्चन करते हैं, जो ट्रिक्स होगा हम वहीं पे बताते जाएगा, और ये सारे क्वेश्चन काफी एग्जाम के पहले कर लोगे, इतना ही डिबेंचर्स में तो काफी है. सर शेयर्स में भी, हाँ शेयर्स में भी काफी हमने कर लिया, जो जितनी वैरायटी थी शेयर्स की ऐसे तो कंप्लीट हो गई. नाउ चार्टर क्वेश्चन नंबर 29 हमने कर लिया था. क्वेश्चन नंबर 30, पीहू लिमिटेड issued 50 lakh 9% debentures. मतलब 50 lakhs chartered number of debentures of ₹100 each nominal value at a discount of 10% redeemable at par. अच्छा, at the end of 10th year, 10 साल के बाद रिडीम होगा. Money was payable as follows: ₹40,000, ₹40 on application, ₹50 on allotment. तो टोटल देखोगे चार्टर्ड तो ये टोटल 90 ही हो रहा है. इसका मतलब अलॉटमेंट में 60 माइनस 10 था, ₹60 डिबेंचर का था, ₹10 डिस्काउंट दे दिया तो 50 हो गया. बात समझ में आ रही है? हाँ सर आ तो रही. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? यस सर, वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. Correct? Yes. Now let's pass the journal entries. Solution. To question number 30. PU Limited issued 50 lakh debentures. तो फर्स्ट जर्नल एंट्री क्या होगी? फर्स्ट जर्नल एंट्री होगी बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट 50 lakhs into application is how much? 40 rupees. 50 lakhs into 40. That is 2000 lakhs. 2 debenture application. To debenture application. Correct है? हाँ जी. Number 2. Debenture application account debit 2000 lakhs to 2-9%. कितना परसेंट डिबेंचर? हाँ 9% डिबेंचर अकाउंट. Now chartered में एक एंट्री लिख रहा हूं. I am writing one entry which is not there in this question. If it was there, I would have written. That is loss on issue of debentures account debit to premium on redemption of debenture account. Loss on issue of debenture account debit to premium on redemption of debenture. In this question chartered, it is said that redeemable at par. In this question chartered, it is stated redeemable at par. If it was redeemable at premium, then we are supposed to pass this entry. If debentures were redeemable at premium. If debentures were redeemable at premium chartered, if debentures were redeemable at premium. If debentures are redeemable at premium, this extra entry we are supposed to pass. If debentures are redeemable at premium, then pass this extra entry. If entire amount was collected on application, then also you will pass 2 entries. Don't write directly bank to debenture. Bank to debenture, debenture, application to debenture. Okay. In case of security premium or discount, in case of security premium or discount on issue, in case of security premium or discount, we are supposed to write it here. Matlab in entry number 2, over here in application, there is no premium or discount. If there was premium or discount on application, if there was premium or discount on application, it should be recorded in entry number 2. Am I clear? If there was, If there was, one minute. If there was security premium or discount on issue, it should be debited or credited in entry number 2. Acha, sir. If the debentures are redeemable at premium, that means in future you are supposed to pay them extra. That extra money ke liye you are supposed to pass this entry. Premium on redemption of debenture is a liability because it is payable in future. Liability and loss due to prudence. Loss due to prudence. Acha. Loss on issue of debenture account, debit to premium on redemption of debenture account. Loss should be debited. This is today's loss or future loss? Future loss. Suppose I have taken 100 rupees from debenture holders, okay? But in future, I'll repay them 105. In future, I'll repay them 105. That means that 5 rupees, which I'll pay them extra in future, is known as premium on redemption. That premium on redemption is loss because I will pay them extra in future. But that loss should be accounted today because of prudence. That loss should be accounted today because of prudence chartered. Am I clear? Now, suppose nominal value is 100, but I am paying them, returning them 105 after 5 years. Nominal value is 100, but I will repay them back 105 after 5 years. That means extra rupees 5 is paid or will be payable after 5 years. Sir, will be payable after 5 years. Anything payable is a liability? Yes, sir. Any liability should be credited? Yes, sir. Therefore, I have credited premium on redemption of debenture. And that extra rupees 5 is loss. Loss should be debited. Yes, therefore, I have debited loss on issue of debenture because of prudence. So entry number 3 should be passed if debentures are redeemable at premium. Okay. Now, charter. Sir, can we combine entry number 2 and 3? Yes, you can combine. You can combine, but I prefer passing that extra entry. If you combine also, no problem. Number 3. Debenture allotment account debit $50 lakhs into 50, that is 2,500 lakhs. Discount on issue of debentures account debit 50 lakhs into 10, that is 500 lakhs to 9% debenture account 50 lakhs into 60, 3,000 lakhs. Am I clear? Yes, sir. Number 4. Bank account debit 2,500 lakhs to debenture allotment account. Correct? Yes. So two things which I wanted to say. If there is any security premium or discount on issue at the time of application, then it should be recorded in entry number 2. If there is any security premium or discount on issue of debentures at the time of application, then it should be recorded in entry number 2. If debentures are redeemable at premium in future, then that future loss should be accounted in entry number 3. Am I clear? Yes. So we are done with question number 8, and those important points are also we have recorded. Now chartered, let's look at question number 31. Question number 31. Suvidha Limited purchased machinery worth rupees 1,98,000. So machine is worth 1,98,000 from Hemant Limited. The payment was made by issue of 12% debentures of 100 each. Pass necessary journal entries for purchase of machinery and issue of debentures. If debentures are issued at par, debentures are issued at 10% discount, and debentures are issued at 10% premium. So there are 3 situations. Now, solution to question number 31. A part. Have purchased machinery worth how much? 1,98,000. So first journal entry will be machinery account debit 1,98,000 to Hemant Limited account 1,98,000. Correct? Yes. So narrations are we supposed to write? Yes, everywhere as usual. Machinery account debit to Hemant Limited. Now we are supposed to pay Hemant Limited 1,98,000. In first case, we are issuing debentures at par. So second entry will be account debit 1,98,000 to 12% correct chartered? Yes, sir. Thereafter, situation B. Again, I'll pass machinery account debit 1,98,000 to Hemant Limited account 1,98,000. Correct? Yes. Then Hemant Limited account debit 1,98,000. We are issuing debentures at 10% discount. If chartered, we are issuing debentures at 10% discount. That means this represents 90. Acha, if we are issuing debentures at 10% discount, then Hemant Limited represents 90. Discount on issue of debentures. Discount on issue of debentures is 10. Now charted, if 90 is equal to 198, 10 is equal to how much? 198 divided by 90 into 10 is equal to 22,000. How did I get this? 198 divided by 90 into 10. If 90 is equal to 198, 10 is equal to how much? Okay. To 12%, 2,20,000. How did I get 2,20,000? Simply add the debit ones. Or you can say this represents 100. Correct chartered? Yes, sir. Number C. Number C. Machinery account debit 198. To Hemant Limited 1,98,000. Correct? Yes. Second entry would be Hemant Limited account debit 198, and we are issuing this at 10% premium. That means 100 rupees ka debenture we are issuing at 110. So this represents 110. Over here it was 10% discount, so this was 90. Over here it represents 110. 2 security premium. How much? If 110 is equal to 198, then 10 is equal to how much? 198 divided by 110 into 10 is equal to 18,000. How did I get 18,000? 1,98,000 divided by 110 into 10. To 12%, debentures 1,80,000, which is nothing but 100. You can calculate our balancing figure. So I hope you understood what to do when you purchase the asset charter. Yes, sir. Now we will do question number 32. 32. RIA Limited issued 20,000 14% debentures of nominal value 1 crore to sundry persons for cash 90%, rupees 50 lakhs. That means 10% is discount. Discount is equal to 50 lakhs into 10% is equal to 5 lakhs. Therefore, cash will become 45 lakhs. To vendor for purchase of assets worth rupees 20 lakhs, rupees 25 lakhs nominal value. So, asset value is how much? 20 lakhs only. But you are giving debentures of nominal value 25. To banker as collateral security for a loan of rupees 20 lakh, nominal value 25 lakhs. Chaliye. So there are 3 parts to it. First part chartered. A क्या करेगा? For cash, तो एंट्री क्या पास करोगे? ₹45 lakhs to debenture application 45 lakhs. And second entry would be debenture application account debit 45 lakhs discount on issue of debentures 5 lakhs 10% discount tha. There was a discount of 10% chartered. Yes sir. To 14% debenture 50 lakhs. So I told you last time that if there is security premium or discount on issue, that will come in entry number 2. B, you have purchased an asset worth rupees 20 lakhs. To vendor account how much? 20 lakhs. Now chartered vendor account debit how much? 20 lakhs. But we are giving him 14% debentures of how much? 25 lakhs. The balancing figure I am taking as discount on issue of debentures account. How much? 5 lakhs. How much? 5 lakhs. That is balancing figure. Correct? Yes, sir. Third, when you are issuing debentures for collateral security, you have taken a loan. So first, when you have taken a loan, you have taken a loan of how much? 20 lakhs. Bank account debit. ₹20 lakhs to loan account 20 lakhs. You have taken a loan of 20 lakhs. Now, chartered, you are giving debentures. For that, the journal entry is suspense account debit 25 lakhs to 14% debentures 25 lakhs. You have not got against this debentures anything. So we created a dummy account known as debenture suspense. Correct? This debenture suspense will less from debentures in balance sheet liability, and this will come as non-current liability. This second entry is optional. If you want to show debentures in balance sheet, you pass the second entry, debenture suspense wala entry. If you want to show debentures in balance sheet, then you pass this entry of debenture suspense to debenture. If you don't want to show, then no problem. You just pass the first entry. So we always show the second entry. Am I clear, chartered? Yes, sir. So we are done with question number 32 also. Correct? Yes. Now, chartered, we will do debenture suspense less from debenture in balance sheet liability, and this debentures will come in balance sheet non-current liability. One more thing. These debentures will not get interest. Okay. Interest will be paid by the company only on loan. If by chance company is not able to repay loan, then bank has the option of selling debentures in the market and recovering the loan. Okay, I understood. And if the company repays the loan, bank will return the debentures to company. So these debentures are not actually liability. They are issued as security. You keep it. If I do not pay loan, you can sell. That is why against the debentures we don't have anything. So we created a dummy account known as debenture suspense. Correct? Yes, sir. So we are done with question number 32 also, chartered. Now let's do question number 33. Before 33, loss on issue of debentures. Loss on issue of debentures charted is equal to discount on issue of debentures, DOID, discount on issue of debentures plus premium on redemption of debentures. Present losses, discount on issue of debentures, future losses, premium on redemption of debentures. The total losses, discount plus premium. Correct? Yes. Such loss should be written off to PL account over life of debentures in ratio of amount of debentures outstanding at year end. Amount of debentures outstanding at year end. Amount of debentures outstanding at year end is nothing but nominal value of debentures minus nominal value of debentures redeemed. If there is loss, what is loss on issue of debentures? Present loss plus future loss. What is present loss? Discount on issue of debentures. What is future loss? Premium on redemption of debentures. This total loss should be written off over life of debentures in the ratio of outstanding debentures. Outstanding debentures means value of debentures minus nominal value of debentures redeemed. Now let's do one question. Question number 33. Pure Limited issues 1,12% debentures of rupees 100 each at rupees 9.4. So there is discount. Under the terms of the issue, the debentures are redeemable at the end of 5 years from the date of issue. Calculate the amount of discount to be written off in each of the 5 years. Now, solution to question 33. Loss on issue is equal to discount on issue of debentures plus premium on redemption of debentures discount is how much? 10 rupees ka debenture, that is 0.6 into 1 lakh plus 0. So total discount is 60,000. There is no premium on redemption. So from where did you get 0.6? 10 rupees ka debentures are issued at 9 rupees 40 paisa. If 10 rupees ka debentures are issued at 9 rupees 40 paisa, that means 60 paisa is discount. On one debenture 60 paisa is discount, then total discount will be 1 lakh into 60 paisa. Achha. Correct. Now charted. Here, amount of debenture outstanding, ratio, and loss written off. Now charted, how many years are there? 5 years. What is the total value of debentures? Sir, 1 lakh debentures of 10 each means 10 lakhs. We'll redeem this at the end of 10 years, 5 years. So every year we'll have 10 lakhs only. Every year we have 10 lakhs, and 6th year mein charted it will become 0 because at the end of 5th year it is redeeming. Yes. So ratio will become 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Total 5. Loss is how much? 60,000. Every year you are supposed to write off is 60,000 by 5, 12,000. Correct? Yes. If question stated redeemable in 5 equal annual installments or drawings, तो क्या हो जाता? Then what would have happened? Then here would have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now chartered, how much debenture I have? So 10 lakhs. If I am supposed to redeem in 5 equal annual installments, then each installment 10 lakh ka debentures I am supposed to redeem in 5 installments. That means each installment will be of 2 lakhs. 10 lakhs by 5. Yes, sir. Each installment will be of 2 lakhs. So first year I'll have 10, then I'll redeem how much? 2. So I'll be left with 8 lakhs. Then again I'll redeem 2, I'll be left with 6 lakhs. Then again I'll redeem, I'll be left with 4 lakhs. Again I'll redeem 2 lakhs, I'll be left with 2 lakhs. Again I'll redeem 2 lakhs, I'll be left with 0. I told you, no, nominal value of debentures minus nominal value of debentures redeemed. So first year 10 lakhs. How much redeemed? 2. So left with 8. Then again 8. Redeemed 2. Left 6. So what is the ratio? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So total is 15. 60,000 you are supposed to write off. In this ratio, 20,000. Now one student asked me, yes sir, tell him how did you get 2060? Arey nalayak, 60,000 you are supposed to write off in this ratio. So you can say the first one is 5 by 15 into 60,000. Second one is 4 by 15 into 60,000. Third one is 3 by 15 into 60,000. 2 by 15 into 60,000. 1 by 15 into 60,000. Correct? Understood. Yes, sir. Or you can say 60,000 by 15 is how much? So 60,000 by 15 is 4,000. 4 5s are 24, 4 ja 16, 4 3 ja 12, 4 2 ja 8, 4 1 ja 4. And over here you can directly say when it is end of 5 years, you can do 60,000 divided by 5, 12,000. Then this drama is not required. This drama is not required. Directly you can do 60,000 divided by 5. So there are two possible situations. Redeemable at the end of n years, then loss by n. Redeemable in n equal annual installments. Then write off loss in the ratio n is to n minus 1 is to n minus 2 is to n minus 3 dot 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 3 is to 2 is to 1. If 10 years are there, then 10 into 9 into 8 into 6, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 years are there, 5 is to 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. Correct. Understood, chartered? Yes, sir. Now, chartered, we are done with our syllabus. A piece of number 1. Partnership. Company. Final accounts. NPO. Consignment. Bills of exchange. BRS. Rectification of error. 8 chapters. I can assure you these 8 chapters will not be less than 60 to 70 marks. Correct? Now, from where to study? If you're a JKSC student, first JKSC, second ICI, third MTP, RTP. Correct? Solve this roughly, but go through them. If you're not a JKSC student, then your institute study material, then ICI, then MTP, RTP. Practice minimum 4 questions from each chapter in practice minimum 4 questions in each chapter in exam writing method. That means the way you will present the answer in exam. Minimum 4 questions. Select from all sources maximum 30 questions to revise on last day. So last day, what will you do? Last day chartered, you will revise two things. One, class notes, and second, 30 selected questions. For theory, don't worry, it is generally very easy because 12 marks true or false, from where will you study? So from overall syllabus, whatever you get, that would be easily done. Correct? One most important thing, in exam, 1 mark is equal to 1 minute. Sorry. 1 mark is equal to 1.5 minutes. So 100 marks is 150 minutes. You get 180 minutes. 30 minutes will be normal loss in exam, which will not come to know also. So if it's a 20 mark question, you're supposed to finish in 30 minutes. So each question you should finish in 30 minutes. Each question you're supposed. So if it's a 10 mark question in 15 minutes, if it's an 8 mark question, then you're supposed to take 12 minutes. Correct? Then first solution should be correct. Second, concentrate on good presentation. Correct, chartered? Yes. Always start with question number 1. Question number 1, first attempt in exam. That is easy. So theoretically, you don't have to study anything special. Whatever you have done in class notes, plus initial 2 chapters from ICI, that is accounting process and theoretical framework. If these 2 chapters you study, that is sufficient. Otherwise, if you want that I want entire theory by 20 out of 20, then read entire ICI material, which is a tough task. So read these 2 theory chapters plus your class notes. That would be sufficient for your theory. Theory comes for 16 marks in first question. And maximum another 4 marks in somewhere else. So 20 marks for theory you can expect. Nothing more, nothing less. Am I clear? All the very best. Hope to see you in CA Intermediate, starting on 22nd of December. I hope you would give us a chance to teach you. It was wonderful being with you all. Thank you so much. After half an hour from now, we'll meet for, that is at 3:15, we'll meet for doubts in the Zoom session. Am I clear? Thank you so much.